Okay, Matteo, you ended up top 4, right?
Yeah.
With Spright, Evil Twin.
Yeah.
That's correct. Okay, anything you want to say before we go into the list?
The Armaments is pretty much a bad deck.
Okay.
You cannot play Las Vegas in a tournament.
Right. Okay, let's see this.
Yeah. So I played the Frog package. You need the third one because it's more follow-up. With the Toad you have 2 level 2. We playing the third one instead of 2 or just one, the one you had back. So it's needed. Then I played the Spright package. This is standard. 3 blue, 3 jets, 1 red, 1 carrot. This one you can side it out going second, but game 1 is always useful. And then I played the twin package.
Right.
There are 4 normal summons and the frost for the combo when you start with the Lilla. This is the better one because it brings the frost, so you can draw in your opponent's turn and to play around more against Dark Ruler because you can draw an entrap and so on. I didn't play that many because I also play 3 prosperity that can search for them.
Right. Okay.
So I don't need too many normal summon. I prefer to have in hand 1 prosperity and 1 twin instead of 2 twins,
Right.
so that this card can search everything. So 4 were just fine. I prefer this over Divas because Divas, if the opponent stops you from playing with Gigantic and you open with Diva, you have no more plays. With this you can go for the twin combo. So draw 1 card in your turn and 2 cards on your opponent's turn because you have both the link to trigger in your opponent's turn with red that tributes summon a link, and with the frost that draws always a card. And this is much useful in the Tiaraments matchup because when they summon Ophenis, you need this on the field because you want to get rid of the Ophenis on the field. So you have, instead of drawing a card with the combo, you go for the pop and pop out everything they want to summon. You pop that fusion or the Ophenis if they didn't mean anything, and they cannot trigger what you pop because you resolve Gigantic in the turn. So it's pretty needed. You can't let the Ophenis stay on the field because they can beat over Elf and they can use a Super Poly in draw phase. So it's better to pop it. With Divas you can't do that. And they help a lot against the floodgates because they have a pop of engine. They are all different type and attributes, so you play well against. There can be gods and
exactly.
And they are insane with the card that I main decked. There are 3 enemies.
Okay.
Because when you go first, you can leave both links on the field and tribute one of those links to take control of one opponent's monster, and then use the link effect to reborn. So it's pretty much better in this deck version than in the Divas version. And when you go second, this card is insane against everything in the meta except for mirror match when you have only this card. If you draw this card with a Flexbot, it's pretty good even that way. But against the other matchups, it's insane because Tiarments have the trap, a fusion and Predaplant. You normal summon 1 twin, they use Tapelia, you use this, take control of Kit, and they have nothing more, and you bring from the deck, so it's game over. And even again in mirror match, when you do normal summon effect, they always use the totally effect to set it. So you can use enemy in chain on their elf, and they cannot use elf to bring back Todd because you tributed the monster, and they cannot set the monster because it is in the graveyard. So elf will bring nothing back except for a Spright, a useless Spright, and you will take the elf, and you will be able to use that effect to bring back the monster you tributed. So they have to use red too, and if they have a Masquerine on the field, you can beat over with elf that you took. So just with these 2 you can beat the entire board with Masquerine, red, elf and Todd. but you need then something else to play because you cannot summon the sprite, the good sprites with the link. You need one of these or a starter, or some flex spot or some more flex spot to make this combo.
Right.
Then I played for the entraps. For the entraps I played Cubel. I prefer this over Crow because it can hit the opponent Crow called by the grave. It's useful with enemy and the twin because if you normal summon the twin and they use Todd, you can bell the Todd negate effect because the effect states that they can special summon the monster. So you can negate that. They use red on bell, and then you use the enemy on the elf. And after you did that, they have no more the red negation. So elf will bring back the twin. So this combo is pretty good even if you draw this card as the 6th card. Then I played 3 Ogre, 3 Ash, and 3 Impermanence. I decided to play only cards that were good even if I drew them for 6 cards because I can use this on the Todd effect, I can use this on the Todd effect negation. This is a board breaker. This is the good as a 6th card only against the armaments, but it's the more staple one, so I played it, and that's all for the answers. Then I played starters and smashers and 3 talents.
Okay.
That's all for the
So
main
that's
deck.
41. 41. Okay.
The third swap was the 41 card.
Okay.
For the extra I played Dark for the mirror match or some matchups like Despia. You can bring back Jade. It's useful. You can beat over something and crash to add blue. I used Cerberus because when my opponent, this is the problem of the deck is that it cannot beat over bodies on the field. You are not able to clean the field with this deck because they have all small attacks. So I thought that this one was needed to clear some bodies on the field, and you can easily do that with the twin package because this is a fiend too. And when they do a Phoenix in turn one, in game 1, I can instead of going to the pop, I can also go for the draw because then I use when I have these 2 and red with elf, I can use red and this one for Cerberus and draw 1 more card, get rid of red because I know they play super poly, so I don't need red on the field. I want to get rid of it and pass with the Todd elf, this one that will bring back these 2 pop, and I draw 2 cards thanks to their Phoenix. So this one came up a lot.
Okay.
Then twin package, you don't need more, it's enough. And I played 3 elf for the grind game, and I've always banished 1 with pot, but I banished 1 of these 2 because you cannot draw the turn you use pot, but you don't need the draw when you have full combo.
Okay.
Just 1 twin plus blue is full combo with the twins, and this was good. For the Xyz, I played the Zeus package. You need Centaur over Onibimaru because you cannot get over Avramax, Jade and Masquerade, so you need this to get rid of those monsters. Onibimaru does not solve the problem, and this was very good. These were very good. I played 2 Gigantic, the Todd, and the best Xyz,
Okay.
Mannequin Cat. You need this in this deck because when going second, if you open without the twins and you want to bring them out from the deck, you can bring 1 with Gigantic and the other one with Mannequin. You go first for Mannequin, reborn 1 monster from the graveyard, and bring bring one of the two twins from the deck, and then go for Gigantic and bring the other one, and then combo twin going second. And this card came up a lot even with the armaments. I can target everything to bring or a Spright or Swap Frog from the deck. It's 2000 attack, so it's pretty good. It beats over Carrot and Red, and you need this to clear the board of the armaments. When they have used everything on the board, if you want to clean the entire board, it's pretty hard, because if you use Zeus, it will trigger all the armaments on the field. So if in the grind game you have 2 level 2 on the field, or maybe one normal twin and that brings the other one, and you want to clear the field, you just go for this, reborn one monster and bring from the deck. I'll make the example. You use the effect to bring from the deck a blue, because they control a dark. So you reborn a monster, then target a dark and bring blue. And with blue you can add Jet add starter. You have starter in hand. You go for Gigantic with these two. Enter battle phase, attack the monster you reborn in defense. Go in main phase 2, you summon Downer, then Zeus, activate the Zeus effect. Activate the Gigantic effect, chain a Zeus effect. So you blow out everything. Gigantic Resolve detaches the last material from Zeus. You bring from the deck. The swap, and you send everything on the field to the graveyard, but they cannot trigger the armaments because the Gigantic resolved the effect. So they won't be able to use any effect, and you have Elf Toad plus starter with just 1 level 2.
Yeah.
So it was pretty needed, the mannequin. Nobody plays it, but I don't understand why.
Yeah.
And for the side deck, I played the Resonator, because people want to go on time, so I need this to win at time. I don't know how to play otherwise. And I played 3 Gamma and Drive for the mirror match. 3 Nibiru, the Cyclope with 1 Traptic, because I prefer to have Traptic to set impermanence over having the 3rd Sanctum. This is both a Sanctum or an impermanence, and this is I can side it even against Flander to set impermanence over Sanctum. And then I played the 2 Storms and the Reboot. People always want to go on time against Spright and let you start, because they think that you lose for starter, and you need this card in the game.
All right. Yeah. Any last words? Any shoutouts?
Yeah. Shout out to everyone who borrowed me the cards, and to the team, Omnia players, and 7X Project 7X, Fabio Pieraccioli, Nash, and Il Gol.
Okay.
Davide Venturi and Mats.
Thank you for the list.
No
Congrats.